Kahalal la Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Waha Ruha Kwadash. All praises and glory go to you, Lord. Double honors and respect go to our apostles, bishops, elders, and teachers, the men of Great Millstone. To you I say shalom. Salutations to the hopeful elect. It's your brother Amriah. And this is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 7. It says, concerning Edom, and Edom, Esau, is the so-called self-proclaimed white man that rules in the world today. All right. Donald Trump would be what you would call Edom. Okay. Verse 7 again. Concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Timah? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Right? In these last days, this regime has made a move to topple another government that it was not capable of overcoming. And this is going to cost heavy in the near future. It's already costing at the pumps, all right? But even more so in the near future. This man, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is running his nation into the ground. And they're hell-bent on establishing themselves as a dominant power in these last days. But their enemies no longer fear them, all right? And this was brought about by the Lord, by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, those of you that don't know, Yahweh is whom you ignorantly call God. Yahweh Shai is his son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Jeremiah 49:8, it says, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. It's getting interesting, all right? But ultimately, we know the end game is that the Lord is about to take this man out of rulership. The signs are imminent. His wisdom is vanished, all right? It is perished. And he's losing vital members of his cabinet or of his regime over it. Let's take a look at the snippet.
A major resignation today in the Trump administration because of the war in Iran. Joe Kent, the director of the National Counterterrorism Center, posted his resignation letter to Donald Trump this morning, saying that he cannot, quote, in good conscience support the ongoing war in Iran. Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation. Joe Kent also said he, quote, cannot support sending the next generation off to fight and die in a war that serves no benefit to the American people nor justifies the cost of American lives. This is significant for two reasons. One of them is that this is the latest pro-MAGA, pro-Trump figure to break from President Trump on the issue of the war in Iran. But unlike commentators like Tucker Carlson or Megyn Kelly, Joe Kent actually served as an official in the administration. All of these critics blame to one degree or another the involvement of the U.S. in this war on Israel, which President Trump disputes. Some commentators note that this is an interesting way for these critics to absolve President Trump of what he himself decided to go to war in Iran. We should note that Kent, when he was nominated for director of the National Counterterrorism Center, was criticized and faced opposition in the Senate because of his alleged ties to white supremacists and anti-Semite. The Senate because of his alleged ties to white supremacists and anti-Semite.
The Senate because of his alleged ties to white supremacists and anti-Semites.
Polling does not suggest any major split in the MAGA coalition when it comes to their support for President Trump and the war in Iran. But Kent's letter does note Trump's, quote, values and the foreign policies that he campaigned on in 2016, 2020, and 2024, that Trump, quote, understood that the wars in the Middle East were a trap that robbed America of the precious lives of our patriots and depleted the wealth and prosperity of our nation.
All right. More resignations are coming. All right. More chaos is coming. More bloodshed than you have ever seen in your whole entire existence is coming. The Lord intends on overthrowing America, Babylon the Great, overthrowing Amalek, the chief head tribe of Esau, Edom, which are the JOOs, the small hats that rule today all over your banking systems, real estate, etc. All right. And let's not forget the entirety of Esau, Edom, which consists of the so-called self-proclaimed white man that rules in the world today. Your end is come, it is soon come. The Lord have been sent forth his ambassadors. You have been warned, all right? And that'll be the title of this video. You have been warned, all of you out there. The third woe is coming. World War III is coming, all right? And it's already begun, really. It only gets worse from here, where your sons, your daughters, your nephews, if you reside in the Western culture, will be sent to their judgment. All right, fighting over causes they don't quite understand. Everyone thinks it's going to be about oil. Everyone thinks it's going to be about money or gold, right? But this is about the indignation of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Period, point blank, end of discussion. And Yahweh is a man of war. Understand ye that come across this video. Understand the fear of the Lord. He's terrible in his goings toward men. This is Jeremiah 49, and this is where I'll end out while I change it up. Verse 14. I have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together, and come against her, and rise up to the battle. Who is this speaking about? This is speaking about America, Babylon the Great, the whore in Revelations that sitteth upon many waters, which are the peoples. And this is symbolic because the ambassadors are the men of the Lord. For decades have been out here from the apostles on down, warning that America, Babylon the Great was to be destroyed by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, through various ways, through her enemies, allies, shooting fire upon her, through economic war, spoken of in, I believe it's Zechariah or Zephaniah. I have to go back and research again. It's been a while since I've touched that chapter. All right. But the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is a man of war. And they're rising up against America, Babylon the Great in various ways. Verse 15, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. All right. And this is speaking of the JOOs, Amalek, the head tribe of Esau, Edom, the JOOs, the small hats that rule in the world today. All right. They've been made small among the heathen, and they are despised. All right. But they've gotten cocky. Why? Verse 16, your terribleness have deceived you. Huh? And the pride of your heart, O you that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, right? Because you've been on top of these governments so long, right? A hill is a government. They hold the governments, all right? Give control of the money through the money, all right? Continue reading. Though you shouldest make your nest as high as the eagle, I will bring you down from there, saith Yahweh, right? Though they put themselves high, they have all this technology backing them up, all right? All of this weaponry backing them up. The Lord is telling you here that you're going to be touched, Esau, Edom. You're going to be brought down. And this is really like a symphony that the Lord has played out amongst the believers, man. All right. This is a beautiful story. There's no one on earth that could have fathomed something better. Period. Point blank. End of discussion. Verse 17. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Right. It's going to get bad, folks. And you have been warned. Huh? I myself have been warned. I'm no better than anyone that I'm talking to. All right? Get my act in order. And out of fear, that's exactly what I've been doing. Praying to the Lord for his forgiveness. Praying for his protection. Because we are as worms defenseless in these last days. Truly. This system is overwhelming. You're being attacked on all sides. And you have no clue what's coming. Verse 18, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith Yahweh, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it, right? As your sons and daughters get sent off to this judgment in the so-called Middle East, all right, remember you were warned before this moment ever hit. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven was at hand. Repent, because America, Babylon the Great was going to be destroyed. You then went about twisting up the message to make it about race, removing the finer points that you needed for your survival in these latter days, all right? But I'm going to remind you quickly, because things are getting serious very quickly, all right? Faith without works is dead. If you believe in the Lord that he can save you, if you believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, if you believe Yahweh Shai is the son of Yahweh, and that he laid down his sins for the nation of Israel, as the scriptures do say, then you got to turn back and repent. You got to make yourselves worthy of salvation. And all of you that ignored this message and turned it into something else are going to perish in the coming deluge. I'll put it that way. All right. And I understand what a deluge is. It's a flooding. But we are about to get flooded with judgment. It's a deluge of judgment coming. And everyone that thinks it's a game is going to get caught up in the shit fire. All right. Now, I, for one, am no better, again, than anyone on or off of here, but I do my best to repent to the Lord, and I'm going to continue to do that. I would advise you do the same, all right? Because there's no guarantee we're going to make it out of here, people. So brace for impact. Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near, right? Because he is about to judge all the earth, and you don't know how long that is. So if you feel like this message is moving you, now would be the time to bust your move. Verse 7, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. Right? Tick tock, tick tock. You have been warned.